Yeah. Welcome back. Welcome back. Talking Circles podcast.
I'm Landon.
And I'm Warner.
I always knew you were more of an organic kind of guy.
You look like the organic type guy.
You're skinny enough to be. What are you, like a vegan? How's it taste? Let's do a little taste test. Let's do a beer and breakdown real quick.
It's different.
It's pure. What the heck? Pure oil?
It's made with canola
Pure
instead of
oil.
olive oil.
Yeah, I think it's supposed to be pure gold.
Is it?
They messed that up.
Is it bad?
Not too bad.
It says pure gold on the other side. They're being bilingual.
It really don't taste like anything.
Yeah.
I think it's got like 5 less calories than.
No, I'm just
A
going to drink
regular
it with regular ultra then.
Yeah.
Okay,
Anyway.
dang. Save some beer for the episode.
Yeah.
Mister, I forgot to put some in the refrigerator or in all the ice. Yes.
Yeah.
Where did you go?
Yeah. What'd you guys get into this week?
And just worked. You know, the boring life of being an adult. Shit's overrated, man.
That's a fact. Definitely overrated.
Just sit there, pay bills, and go to a house and I don't know. We're not going to get into that topic.
Yeah.
It's just like you just sit there, and if you really look at what the world's came to, it's like literally you go to work just to pay bills, and you get home and you can't even enjoy your home because there's all this other, like I don't know. You know what I'm saying? It's like life now is like hard to enjoy.
It is hard to enjoy.
It's like you work your whole life to retire by the time you're 68, 65, if you can even afford to retire.
Right.
And then at the end of the day, it's like you're too old to enjoy anything.
Yeah.
And it's just, I don't know, man. I think
Yeah. Well, like, and we were talking about it the other day, just like, or I guess last night, just the cost of inflation with our parents and stuff. And
oh yeah, dude.
what things cost, and the amount of money everybody was making 20 years ago, even 10 years ago.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
like I remember, dude, I won't ever forget, man. I remember I was 16 and I think I made like $7.25 an hour, something like that. And then when I started welding, like building fence and like working cows and all that kind of stuff, I started making $16 an hour, dude. And I was just like,
balling.
dude, $16 an hour, and like you're living at home with your parents growing up, and like no bills. I was like, first thing I did was go buy me a brand new dually pickup, dude. And I was like, and but nah, man, it's just you look at $20 an hour, man. That's not shit, dude.
It's minimum wage.
Like, I mean,
it $20.
It really is
$20 an hour.
And I completely, well, I've always said it plain as day. $100 bills or $1,000 bills for adults.
Yeah.
I mean, like,
seriously.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
so it's, no, I said that wrong. $100 bills or $1 bills for adults.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, because it's like, you go to the grocery store, and you all know it. I mean, I can't go to the grocery store and buy groceries for a week for $100.
No.
Not to actually eat healthy. Or like just like
it's bare minimum.
Yeah.
It's literally bare minimum. I mean, I try to stick to a grocery budget, but it's like I could probably stick to the grocery budget on the food side, but we need laundry pods,
for sure,
paper towels or toilet paper or something like that.
Trash bag. I mean,
and then before I know it, I'm walking out $300-$400 worth of stuff that I'm like, I didn't even get anything.
Do y'all remember like going to the store with your parents growing up? They could have like 2 buggies full.
Yeah.
Like $50.
I'm gonna say probably like 300, but
Yeah.
but like now it's like
But it was a lot of food.
A lot of food.
Yeah.
Like I'm talking, because we would really go to Walmart growing up. My mom and dad, we'd go to Walmart and we'd go like on a big haul.
Yeah.
Like my mom and dad would go for like 2 or 3 weeks, like worth of food.
Your mom
And-
use coupons?
Huh? No, your
Dude,
mom.
my mom be using
Good
crap.
gosh, dude. You get her on that coupon topic.
So like
Yeah.
that's the crazy thing though, because like both of y'all grew up in I would say city. I grew up in a small town. When we went to the grocery store, most people in Memphis, I feel like, go to the grocery store every day, because it's like nobody just keeps a bunch of stuff at the house. It's like, what do y'all want for dinner? I'll run by the grocery
Yeah.
store and I'll
I'll
pick
stop
up.
and get
Yeah.
on my way
I'll
home.
stop and get what we need on the way home. Like,
That's like what we do now.
That's
pretty
what we
much.
do now.
yeah.
I mean, like I hardly ever do we know.
But I feel like realistically now it's cheaper to do it that way
No, it
because
is.
if you're like, all right, what do we want for dinner? I know I'm going to go in here and I'm going to spend $20,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
$25. You can get what you need to make that meal,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like, so if I go in here 5 days a week, I only spent what $150.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But if I go in here on Sunday and try to buy everything for the entire week, I spend $300 or
Well,
$400.
not to mention, man, like one thing, like what my parents did one time, like this was recently. My mom, she got online and ordered it all online.
Yeah.
She said, like, you get on there and you just get what you need.
Yeah.
You're not walking down the aisle saying, "Oh, that this looks good and
Never
that
wrong.
looks good," or
Yeah.
I need, I'll just go ahead and buy these 2 or 3 frozen pizzas in case, you know what I mean? Like, and then
Yeah.
they sit in the freezer for.
Yeah. So
Well, they're not going to sit in the freezer in my house because I'm going to eat that shit.
it's a lot, but it's a logical thing though. Like they set stores up for people to impulse
without a
buy.
doubt. That's
Yeah.
why
Like,
all the sweet stuff is at eye level for kids.
yeah, it's the same thing with cereals.
I mean, yeah, like
Like,
all your healthy cereals are higher up. All the crap that's terrible for you and just full of sugar is all eye level. All the candy
Yeah.
eye level.
yeah,
Like it makes total sense, dude.
yeah. Well, I mean, it's just like in the Red 40 thing.
Yeah.
Like, thank God that what's his name?
Robert Kennedy.
Robert Kennedy
Yeah.
is working on trying to get all the dyes and stuff out of all the foods because like our youngest son Maverick, dude, it was so night and day when we took that out of his diet. Like we truly thought something was wrong with him. And for those of y'all that are listening that just give your kids all the junk snacks from the convenience stores and everything else, like I didn't think about it.
Yeah.
Like we never thought about that as kids. Like it was never an issue. But I mean, that kid was like throwing a 45-minute fit every hour on the hour. And Gabrielle saw something on TikTok about it, and I was like, oh, like whatever. If you want to try it, like I don't care.
Yeah.
And dude, it took a full 7 days, but it's literally day 7. That kid was like, flip the switch,
Wow.
completely changed.
I mean, my
And
parents did that for me growing up. I still do have really bad ADHD,
yeah,
and they were trying everything not to put me on medicine.
yeah,
And so I went through a long time where I couldn't have like red dye. In my situation, it didn't work. I mean,
yeah,
I was just that hyper. I mean, I threw a chair at a teacher one time when I was in pre-K, like broke her glasses.
terrible
Dang.
child.
Dude, my dad was a cop, and my dad used to drive around in a squad car, and he had traced his foot out on a piece of 3/4 inch plywood, and he'd cut it out with a jigsaw. So like right there where your foot sucks in is like a perfect handle.
Yeah,
And then he had drilled holes in it. He would keep it in like between his door, like in the little compartment. They would call him. They say, "Hey," he's like, "I'm on my way." He'd show up on duty, pull me out of school, go and just wear my butt out, dude, and then send me back to class. And I'd come back and they're like,
sucking that bottom lip.
sucking
Yeah.
that bottom lip, dude. But hey, it worked out.
Yeah,
I mean, that's the problem with these people nowadays, man. They don't whoop their kids, and I mean, if you have a problem with that, maybe this isn't the podcast for you. But like, it's
Yeah.
like whoop your kids. Like it says, it's biblically right to do it. I
Yeah.
mean, whoop your kids. And you ain't gotta
Beat the
abuse
crap
them. There's
out
a
of 'em.
difference.
Yeah.
It's called discipline.
yeah.
And
I mean, y'all been around my house long enough.
yeah,
My kids get whooped.
oh for
Yeah.
sure,
I mean,
dude.
we don't put up with it.
I just look at some of these parents nowadays, man, and what they put up with. Like, see, if you're like in a store and you hear how these kids talk to their parents,
Yeah,
Right.
especially these
Screaming.
teenagers nowadays, and I'm like, dude, I would have got the shit smacked out of me.
Mhm.
yeah,
Like, I wouldn't had any of my teeth.
I would have got punched.
Yeah, like,
yeah,
and sometimes you just want to tell them, like, hey, you really gonna let them talk to you like that?
yeah,
You're the adult here, like, and all you're doing is setting it up, like, especially like for a young man, you're just showing it it's okay to talk to a woman like that,
yeah.
and
Exactly.
it's not okay. I mean, and if they're not gonna respect their own mother, what makes you think they're gonna respect
And then when they get a
their
job,
wife or their girlfriend or
Yeah,
then when they get a job, this ain't gonna go over well for them.
no?
No.
But I mean,
yeah,
yeah, to the inflation, man, it's sad, man. Like it's sad that when my parents bought their first house for back in 1995, that and not a bad house. I mean, needed a little bit of work, not a bad house. So brick home. Literally, there's you can't even go buy a brand new Chevrolet pickup truck for what they bought their house for.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like, I mean, you have these people that, I mean, the heck, they finance trucks and cars now for 7 or 8 years, dude.
Yeah.
And by the time you get it
You're-
halfway
you're-
through the time you're paid it off, it ain't even worth that.
Yeah, you're so upside down by year 2 that
I mean,
the
because it's like,
vehicles aren't worth
realistically,
anything.
4 years, they say the average American puts about 15, well, out in rural areas, we're going to say probably 20,000 miles a year.
Yeah.
So it's like, you figure 4 years, that's 100,000 miles. On a, no, that's 80,000.
Get
But
your
5
math-
years,
get your
sorry,
math
man.
right.
Sorry, man. But five years, that's 100,000. And cars, nowadays they put all those electronics in there. They don't last.
Mm-mm.
And so it's like by the time you're, and let's just say you finance for 7 years, by the time you hit that like 5 year mark, like there's stuff starting to go wrong with it. You're having to do work to it. And then it's like by year 7, when it's paid off, it's not even worth anything, dude.
No, well, I
Then
mean,
you can't even go get a new one because you had nothing to trade in.
yeah. Well, it's just like Gabrielle's car. We bought her. It was the first new vehicle that I've ever purchased, and I told her when we bought it, I said I want every warranty that this thing, every warranty I can buy, because I don't want to have to pay for anything while I'm paying on this car. And lo and behold, 3,000 miles over her warranty. The daytime running light part goes out on her headlight. Of course, it's the full LED system and everything. $1,700 damn dollars for that headlight.
Yeah, I know.
And I was ready to just sell. It's so funny. Like I was ready to sell the car over a headlight. I'm like, you've got to be kidding me. Like this is straight BS.
Yeah, I know about them headlights. You want to hear a funny story?
Let's hear it.
So my mom always leased cars, and in the line of work she was in, she always leased like Infiniti or Cadillac. She always had clients going with her and taking clients to lunch and stuff. So she had this Cadillac AT5. Did I say that correctly? Is it an
Yeah,
AT?
it's 85 or 84.
Anyways, and so they had bought the house they live in now. It was kind of like house that needed a bunch of work, but it was like their getaway. You know what I mean? And she had 2 weeks left on her lease, or 3 weeks left on her lease. And when they left, they said, I was like 17, and they said, "Now Landon, don't drive that car. Usually, like we don't care if you drive it, but we got to turn it in. We just can't risk something happening to it." I was like, "Oh, okay, yeah, no big deal." So me, my wife Kaylin, or she was my wife at the time, but she was like, I'm like, "Hey, do you want to go to Dairy Queen and get some ice cream?" She's like, "Yeah, that'd be great." I'm like, "Okay." So I'm like, "We'll just take the caddy." She's like, "I thought you said you weren't supposed to be driving that." I'm like, "Oh, it'll be fine. We're just going to Dairy Queen. No big deal."
Yeah.
We go to Dairy Queen and we're headed back, and she's like, she was like, "Quit, like, watch the road," because like they were doing construction on the road on this farmer market road, so it went to gravel. You know how they'll do the like gravel over top of it.
Yeah.
So she's like, "Pay attention. Like you're kind of all over the road. Like pay attention. Like you can eat your ice cream cone, but quit looking down to eat it." And I said, "Don't tell me how to drive. Don't tell me what to do. I'm fine." Well, I go to take a bite and I go to drop. I almost dropped my ice cream, and I look down, and when I look up, there's an F-250 that's parked or that's stopped, about to turn left, and I just slammed my brakes and just caught it on that quarter panel, that left quarter panel. That guy gets out of the truck. He's like, "Son, are you okay?" And I'm like, "No, I'm not okay. Like, my mom's gonna kill me, dude." He's like, "What do you mean?" He's like, "I'm not supposed to be driving this car." And he's like, "Good thing is you didn't damage my truck, but that Cadillac's pretty messed up." Come to find out, it was one of them Cadillacs with them, like the headlights turn,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
and that was I want to say it was like a $12,000 ice cream from Dairy Queen. I called my dad, and my dad was like, "What's wrong?" And I'm like, he could tell I'm like panicking. He's like, "What'd you do?" And I'm like, "It's the Cadillac." He said, "Did you wreck it?" And I said, "Yeah." And you can hear my mom in the background. And like my mom, we always called my dad growing up, because my dad was like
The laid back
the
one.
laid back one. Like he can get 0 to 100 real quick, but he was kind of like, "All right, let's work this through." Mom was 0 to like just always at 100.
Yeah.
So I'm like, "Please don't tell mom right now." And she's like, "What's going on? What's going on? Why is he calling? He don't ever call." And I'm like, he's like, "It's fine. He just had a little fender bender. It's fine." She's like, "What was he in?" She said, "It doesn't matter." But yeah, dude. So yeah, them headlights are expensive.
Dude. I mean, it's dumb.
It's ridiculous. I mean, it's like Mine and his truck, it's like, dude, we both drive dualies
Mm.
and both got bad oil leaks.
Yeah.
But it's like what it costs to fix, dude. It's like,
I might as well just put oil in it.
yeah, it's like I'd rather spend. I mean, have you got your quote to fix yours?
Nah, mine's probably. I was gonna get it deleted, so it's probably gonna cost me like 10 grand.
But I mean, I've heard you do the front or rear main seal, you're looking at $6,000 or
I'm hoping
$7,000.
I'm hoping it's just that bottom oil
Yeah,
pan.
I don't think that's mine. Anyways, but yeah, dude, the inflation has just gotten. It's really sad, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, because I just get tired of like. I feel like these baby boomers and stuff, or if that is that what they're called? Like, I feel like the people that are in their 50s or older, like, you know, they just don't get it.
They don't.
Cause like it's like okay,
They were set up before the times changed.
yes, and it's like I understand now. Don't get me wrong. Do I think they need to raise minimum wage? No. Reason being is I want you to name a job that you pay someone minimum wage. Name a job out there where you're going to go get hired on and make $7.25 an hour. There's not one.
McDonald's.
I don't even think McDonald's. I think McDonald's will
think-
start you off like $15 an hour.
Really?
Shoot,
Yes.
I actually think it's like 18.
Yeah. No, I actually, the only reason why I say that is I could have swore there was a McDonald's somewhere in, I think it was Wills Point or the one in Canton, and they were starting people off like at $15 to $20 an hour.
Yeah,
But I mean,
Buc-ee's,
because you got to pay people that, dude. You can't get no one to work.
and
I
then
mean,
Buc-ee's pays pretty good.
good thing, like, but it's like, I don't get, man. Sometimes, like, you look at these people, and it's like, one of them, like, works at a gas station, which nothing's wrong with that. I'm just prefacing that now.
Yeah.
The other one, like, works like a mediocre job. They have a nice house. They both drive new vehicles. They got 2 kids. They're always going on vacation. So
Yeah.
then it's like, I get debt. Like, there's a difference between being rich and being in debt. But at a certain point, it's like you got to be able to afford the debt, and you can only what's it called when you're like when it's like you'll like float payments and float checks.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like where you make a payment like right before. Like I get that, but
yeah.
at a certain point, dude, it's like you look at these people and you're like, how do you afford that? Like,
Yeah.
how are you 30 years old? You have a $100,000 bass boat with a $100,000 truck. You're going fishing on a Wednesday or Thursday afternoon,
Yeah.
or during the day.
Yeah.
How do you afford it? What cartel do you work for? Because I need an application, dude.
Man.
Like I'm ready to apply.
You're telling me, dude. That's just.
I see them cartel videos on TikTok, and I'm like, man, I could fly a plane.
I could fly a plane.
Yeah.
I can fly a plane to
Like a
Columbia.
50-foot runway, but I think I got it.
I got it. I
You're-
played
you're-
Flight Simulator on Xbox.
You're light enough that they could throw a few extra
Yeah, get a
throw a
couple.
few extra bags in there.
Yeah, get a couple more kilos in there. We'll be good.
No, man, but yeah, dude, the inflation is just, and I don't think it's gonna get any better.
No, man.
I-
Well, you know what's crazy is like when we were growing up, when you turned 18, you left the house.
Oh, for sure.
Like
Yeah.
that was
Can't do it anymore.
that was just kind of what you did. Like you
Yeah.
turned 18, you went on your own. You went and had your friends. You partied on the weekends. You worked. You just full blown adult. Like when you turned 18, and I just like now that I have kids, it's like I don't see my kids leaving the house at 18.
There's no way.
Like I
That
truly
that
don't.
dream's gone, dude.
Like the only way that some of these kids are doing that is like
Going to college.
going to college or like doing all this online stuff now where they're just making
Yeah.
bukus of money.
Yeah.
And before they even graduate high school or before they decide to leave the house, they've got
More money than the parents
few,
ever dreamed
yeah,
about.
a few $1 million stacked up in the bank. Meanwhile, their parents are just scraping by. Like,
Yeah. It's to the point, man, where it's like for example, like my dad. I'll use my dad example. Like it cracks me up. And my dad at 19 years old had a new truck, a brand new Bass Tracker boat, was a jailer at the Dallas County Jail. So you know he wasn't making that much money because at the time when he became deputy, he was only making like 30K a year as a deputy.
yeah,
So you know he was probably only making like 25K a year at the time, or 20K. He was a jailer, and it's like, and he had his own place, and it's like, dude, there is no way you could afford that because like if you were to go be a jailer now and you're gonna make $20 an hour, if
Yeah.
that, it's like there's no way you could afford an apartment, a new truck, and a new boat.
No.
Yeah.
It's just not possible, dude. And it just like boils my blood to hearing people. You don't understand. Like we made less. We worked 2 jobs. Okay, you work 2 jobs now, and you're still broke.
yeah,
Like you almost have to work 2 jobs just to get by.
Mm.
Like
absolutely.
I mean,
Yeah.
Like that second job was to support y'all's like your hobbies. Like
Yeah.
like my dad had a
That second job is to cover groceries for the
yeah.
week.
It's like that second job's just so I can keep the lights on.
Yeah.
I mean, and I'm in the real estate business, dude, so I see it all the time. It's like people are like, oh well, people can't afford their homes. Well, no crap, dude. How do you expect anyone in their 20s? Okay, minus some exceptions. You have some people that do very well for themselves, but you figure like your average home in Rockwall, or let's just look around here. Your average medium home, $350,000, $400,000.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean,
Okay.
even in Will's Point,
Yeah, that's what I'm
like
saying.
you're looking at 300 grand minimum.
So you take 300 grand, you throw in an 8% interest rate, or 7.5. Plus you got insurance. Insurance just went up through the roof.
Yep.
Like I seen something the other day. They were buying a $300,000 house. Their insurance policy was costing them $3,300 a year. And on top of that, you throw in water. Like they can't afford it.
No.
Let alone get approved for it. Like, but by God, you can afford to pay $2,500 in rent
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm renting.
or
stupid.
$2,000 in rent.
Like I know. If
Like
you,
that's what people have to do. They
yeah,
can't
if
get
you got
approved.
if you got a rent, then cool. But I just think put that money back somewhere else.
Oh, for sure.
And then because if you can spend $2,500, just save it, and then boom, you can save up for a house.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's like not long after we moved here, there was a guy that posted a trailer house that was for rent, sat on 13 acres and had like a 5,000 square foot shop on it.
Oh, dude, I'm there.
And it was like
Sign me up.
$2,600 a month. And I got to looking at it when we first moved down here to the Metroplex area. We lived in Aubrey, and my rent in this little 1,300 square foot house that's cookie cutter. I'm 6 feet away from both my neighbors. I'm paying $2,500 a month, and I couldn't help but laugh at all the comments on there. They're like, "Oh man, that's so expensive. Nobody's gonna pay that." And I'm like, "Dude, I would rent that place for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
I'm getting 13 acres, a house, and a 5,000 square foot shop.
Yeah.
Sign me up. I will pay. I will gladly pay you $2,500 a month
For sure.
Like, but that's another thing with rural America is like they don't they hear about the inner city being expensive,
Yeah.
They don't get
but
it.
they don't live in it, so they don't understand how expensive it actually is. And that's what's crazy is like, and that was the thing growing up in a small town. It was like, I'm getting out of this place. I'm moving to the city.
Yeah.
I'm going to find me something to do. I'm going to find me a girlfriend, and I'm just going to go live my life. And then
You go to the city, you're like, oh, man.
you live in a small town for so long, and you move to a city, and you're like, God dang, I can't do anything.
Yeah.
I'm broke all the time. Like there's no money to do anything. It's like if you're not making 120 grand a year as a single person, you're scraping. Like that's the crazy thing about it. So, but
Yeah.
no,
So let us know your thoughts in the comments of what, I mean, the economy and how, I mean, honestly, I think, and this sounds so bad, dude, but I think it's gotten so bad that we're past the point, like, past the point of return. Like, there's no,
yeah,
like, it's,
there's no let's hit the pause button
yeah,
and let everything catch up.
no.
No.
Like,
Jobs need to start doing. A buddy works for a company, and they match the cost of living. I think more jobs need to start
yeah.
figure out how they can do that.
Well, but I mean, like that's another thing though. Is like even people that have been at jobs for years, they're like, "Oh, we'll give you a cost of living raise every year,"
Yeah.
and they'll give you 3-5%, maybe,
Yeah.
and like it doesn't change anything for you.
Yeah.
Like
Well,
literally just keeps things. You live exactly the same way because nothing changes.
nothing changes. Well, I'll tell you the crappiest thing, like, and used to, you companies could like fire you for talking about your pay.
Yeah.
They can't do that anymore. They changed that. But like I tell you, the crappiest thing is, dude, is like, and is you have like these big corporations and stuff, like these big like Old Castle or
Yeah.
where like any nothing wrong with the company, but any company, and you have these people that hired on 30 years ago or 20 years ago that got hired on what, $5 an hour,
Yeah.
and they're literally, let's just say now they're making 20 after 20 years of the company. They're hiring people in making what they're making, and they're
Yeah.
training them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like, at the same time, it's like, okay, I get it. You have to hire these people in at this rate. But like, what about this dude that's training them, that's been there for 20 years,
That's giving everything. To
that's
you.
given everything, and he's making the same amount of money
Yeah,
or
they care.
less,
Yeah.
than someone that he's training. But it's like, you got to hire this new person to that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like, and I just think companies just have gotten to the point where they just take advantage of people, dude.
No. 100%.
Like, they take advantage of people's time, And it's like the frustrating thing is like we're all hourly, right? So it's
Yeah.
like you can work 10 hours of overtime and you get your check, even though you work making time and a half, and your check's like $100 more than what it was without overtime. You're like, how?
Yeah.
Like, how does that work?
Yeah.
That's like when I get bonuses, they tax me at 33%.
Yeah.
It's like that's ridiculous, dude. It's
That's
like
wild.
you're gonna take 33% of my check for something that's hey, this is you're doing a good job. Like so, I think no tax on overtime, no tax on bonuses, no tax on tips.
It's here.
Not what ended up getting passed. I'm
It's
talking about
here.
no. There's
You mean period?
I mean period.
Yeah.
Like I'm not talking about like
Throughout the year,
through
not a tax break when you
yeah,
do your
not a tax
taxes.
break when you do your taxes. And
No tax on anything.
I mean, because if you think about the tax system is really jacked up, dude. So it's like you're getting the consumer that's like making the products getting taxed. Then you have the person or the the producers getting taxed. Then that middleman that buys the product to sell it gets taxed on it.
Yeah.
Then guess what? You're getting taxed on the product you buy on top of paying the taxes on the money that you use to buy the product.
Yep.
And then it's just like, and the crazy thing is I don't know if many people probably don't know this, but taxes were only they came into effect during World War II, and they were only supposed to last during the war. And the reason being was just to raise money for war,
Yeah.
and they just never went away with it.
That's wild.
So it's crazy that we left a country, we fought a revolutionary war to get away from taxes, all that kind of stuff, when we left Great Britain and we became our own country. Yet again, we're back
Yeah.
in it. I mean,
Yeah.
anyways, we can get off that topic.
Yeah. So I want to get into something because I know we talked about a little bit last night about conspiracy theories.
Okay. This is
And
interesting.
I've got one that is just it keeps showing up on my timeline, and
Bud loves these.
I've known about it for quite a few years, just because of a comedian that I listen to.
Oh gosh.
So
Good now.
do you guys know who Tom Segura is?
Yes.
So they've always joked around that he looks like Garth Brooks.
Oh, you talking about the serial killer Garth Brooks?
Yes. Have you
Yeah.
guys listened to this stuff?
No.
So there's I can't remember. So there's a guy that does a podcast that he did some time in federal prison, and he talks to a bunch of criminals and stuff about what they did and stuff like that. Well, he hired somebody, and they have gone like full deep dive on this thing, and just to see like how accurate some of the stuff is over like 30 years or something like that of him doing shows. There has been a reported in every city he has gone to in the last 30 years, there has been either a missing persons case or a unsolved murder. There's been like 120 missing person cases that have never been solved, and like 90 something murders that have never been solved. So like well over 200 people.
Daggone.
So it's
And that
like
always happen when he's in town.
it always happened
Yeah.
when he around the time he was in town and had a show there. Every single time.
Well, you know what I think?
What?
I think every city has a P Diddy. I think he's the P Diddy of Nashville. A lot of skeletons in the closet.
Is he?
I mean, who if he's not, who else is? Not Dolly Parton.
No.
Let's be real. Not Dolly. So name someone else with his amount of money.
Doesn't Garth Brooks
Chris Gaines, yes.
no, because I thought he was had like a rock.
That's Chris Gaines.
Oh, okay, so it's
But
separate
he had
guy.
like the long hair, with like the little
Yeah,
goatee.
yeah,
Yes,
and then they look just alike. Okay.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's him. But not, dude. Like I don't. I haven't really dove into that conspiracy theory.
Dude, I mean it's
But
deep.
I mean, it's possible. I
It's
mean,
deep,
anything's
dude.
possible. I mean,
So and like another thing they were talking about, it's like when his career first took off and he finally gets signed by his record deal, gets a few $100,000 to do whatever. Now, if you've been broke your entire life, you've been trying to you're the singer here. Let's say you're trying to make your music career kick off, and you've been fighting tooth and nail, getting your ass kicked for years and years and years. You get $500,000.
mm-hmm.
What's the first thing you're gonna go buy?
I don't know, man. I'm probably gonna go buy me an old rollie. I'm just
But
joking.
but you're gonna go treat yourself,
Yeah,
right?
I'm
You're
gonna go
gonna
treat
buy
myself.
something nice.
Probably pay off all the debt that I accumulated to get the 500,000.
Exactly.
But yeah,
So the
or a nice house.
first thing he buys is like 50 something acres outside of Nashville, and has this house built on it or whatever. And so the theory is that all these missing people around the Nashville area, because it was like right after he showed up, that there was a whole slew of missing people after he bought this place. So the theory is that all these bodies are buried out on his land or underneath his house or some type of situation.
I'll have to dive more into that.
Dude, I mean, like
I don't know much about that one, but I know about
it's
some other
pretty
ones, man. That's pretty
wild.
interesting.
Like, cause and my thing is like, I grew up in a country radio station.
Yeah.
I've listened to Garth Brooks my entire life.
I'm not a fan. I think he ruined country music.
I'm not
I'm
gonna
gonna get a lot
disagree
of
with
hate
you.
for that in the comments, but I mean, anytime you don't need to do nothing. Just do what George Strait does. Sit on Alan Jackson, sit on George Jones, sit on the damn stage, play your guitar, sing country music. He is what turned country into pop.
Yeah.
With the whole microphone and jumping around on stage and riding in on a freaking all that crap, dude.
Yeah.
Got some good music, but I don't know. It's a possibility,
can't
dude. I mean, I
even-
think
But
anything's a possibility nowadays, dude.
Is
Like,
he a serial killer? Like, has he been killing and hiding people for the last 30 years?
I think it's very possible.
I think it's very possible when you have that much money,
I'm
you
gonna
get away
give
with
it
a lot of crap.
I'm gonna give it like a 50-50 chance.
50-50. Now, if we went to the moon, 100% we did not.
No.
And I'm saying right now, dude. Have you
What
heard?
about the
Have you
old Tartarians?
have you heard? Hold on, but have y'all heard about all the new stuff that's resurfaced? So how they
With
said
the
they
pyramids and stuff?
no. Well, we can go to the pyramids a different day. If you want to go to the pyramids, we will. Like, I've been to Chichen Itza. I've seen those, the Mayan ruins and all that crap. But it's like the NASA has lost all the documents. They just misplaced all the documents, all the footage of us. So all the footage that you see is just resurfaced footage. And they don't have any of the documents. And they said it's not possible for us to go to the moon no more. They can't figure out how to do it. So
Here's what
how can you go to the moon? I'm telling you, this is why I think this is so much bullshit. It's like, if you look at either they were so much more technologically advanced back in the 60s than we thought, and they're even more technologically advanced now
Yeah.
than what we think, which 100% I think they are.
They're like 50 years ahead of us.
Yeah, but it's like, I don't think we went, dude.
No.
And
Here's where I call the bullshit on it. How many times have you been on your phone driving down the road, and you drop a call?
Yeah.
You mean to tell me they talk to them
Yeah,
on a
exactly.
landline from some type of radio frequency, and it was
Exactly.
like clear as
think-
day?
I think it's crazy. You'd be talking about something like a product you want, and then you look on Facebook, like right after that night, boom, it's like a little ad for it.
Dude, there's days that I've had stuff pop up that I haven't even talked about,
Yeah, you was thinking about
but
it.
I've thought about it, and then all of a sudden it's on my algorithm, and I'm like, it's not like I was scrolling and just didn't see it before. That wasn't there.
Yeah.
Like I have not looked this up. I haven't talked about it, and all of a sudden I'm like, well, I just thought about that about 2 hours ago. Why is this stuff popping up on my like?
Go outside and see where that drone's at.
But no, have you heard about the whole Elon Musk thing?
I don't guess so.
So, it makes perfect sense. So, he's trying to get to Mars.
Mm-hmm.
So, don't you think about everything, all of his companies he's a part of. Okay. So, he's got Tesla. For one, there's no fossil fuels on Mars. So you gotta have solar powered vehicles, right?
Mm-hmm.
Huh?
Testing the cars.
Yep. He's a part of a solar company. You gotta have solar panels because there's no natural resources.
Starlink.
You got Starlink. Gotta have internet. You ain't got you gotta do something there. He's a part of a mining company that does underground mining. Well, we already know that the atmosphere is not safe for humans. So if you live there, you'd have to constantly either be so it's easier to live underground, right?
Right.
And then on top of that, you throw in, the whole missile and when have you ever heard of the government letting some just random person shoot rockets into space and also have access to NASA's facilities.
And it was weird because how many rockets you shot? Like 2 or 3
I don't
off?
know. He shot a lot.
He shot a
And
lot of them.
every single one
heard
of
one
them,
go off. It's
every
loud.
single one of them like would go up, and then it's almost like they hit something and then they just blow up or they curve.
We're gonna go into this whole Earth
And
flat thing.
no, I'm not
And
saying the
and
Earth is flat.
we've never penetrated. What does
Yeah.
that guy say? There's there's something that rockets can't penetrate, like in
It's
the
like
Earth atmosphere.
Yeah.
What's it called? It's not the parabellum. It's the.
it's the dang. What is it called?
We're really uneducated. We're talking about some really
Yeah.
educated stuff, but
I was just thinking about it the other day.
Well, but speaking of Elon and like all like the Starlink and stuff. So,
yeah,
have you guys seen the Starlink
I sure
satellites?
have. It's pretty fascinating.
No, you haven't. That's the crazy thing.
Oh, like no
I-
pictures of them or anything.
No, not that there's no pictures. Those satellites are so far out into orbit, they don't have lights on them.
Well, it's I know, but it's no different from the satellites you see in the sky. What happens is the sun hits the panel and reflects. That's why if you watch a satellite go through the sky, that's why you'll see it. Like you'll be able to see it, and then it'll slowly simmer away. So that I am a little educated on that because I was like me and my dad used to go to the deer lease and watch satellites and stuff.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, why did it disappear? And he's like, well, think about it. The sun right now is hitting it, and it's like obviously it needs solar panels to stay alive, stay charged. So when that just like a rainbow is caused from like the sun hitting the glass just right and the certain chemicals in the atmosphere, it we're like if you see like have you ever been driving like towards Dallas or something like that, and the sun's coming up and it hits a certain pane of glass and it shines a big reflection of the sun.
Yeah.
That's what it is. So that's
Yeah. But
then again though, it's like how can
how can it
how
be
is it
so
constantly
consistent?
be seen?
Constantly.
Because like I don't feel like those disappear.
No. I watched them.
Maybe he has lights
The
on.
first time that I ever saw him, I was about a 12-pack deep sitting in the pool, and I was fully convinced aliens were
Aliens are
coming
here.
home. They're
Aliens are
here. They are here.
I think it's weird that NASA, so they started off in the ocean.
Uh-huh.
There's an ocean program.
Yeah, you're gonna go the whole the aliens live on the ocean.
They pulled out and they said, "Hey, we're going to space." Now they're trying to figure out how to live in space. So what are we trying to get off the Earth for?
I think because it's just the Earth's a ticking time bomb. I don't think we'll ever see it. Like honestly, like I don't think we will ever see. But what's like so fascinating? Here's what's so crazy. Think about this. Is like if you look at how many look at the moon, right? Look how many craters are in the moon. So
Yeah.
look at how many asteroids and stuff hit the moon, right? Why have there? And I'm wrong. There's asteroids that hit Earth too. I mean, but it's like you would think it's been that long since something that big was able to wipe out all distinction.
Yeah.
You think about how many asteroids are out there. And what the craziest thing about space is that it never ends. That's what's nuts.
Well, that's what bothers me about space and getting back to the ocean and NASA starting there. I'm not a big ocean person.
Neither am I.
The fact that we know more about what's in outer space than what we know is in the ocean.
What they say,
Of-
5% of the
5%
ocean.
Yeah,
the
of
ocean.
what's here. That's an eerie feeling.
Well, it's
to me.
It's like they say, oh, Megalodon doesn't exist, right?
Ah, that boy down.
No, I'm saying, think about it. They say Megalodon doesn't exist. Okay, y'all are still to this day finding creatures in the ocean that after hundreds and hundreds of years of doing research, y'all have never discovered.
Yeah.
So it's like,
Have you heard about the doomsday fish? Have y'all saw those?
Uh-uh.
They're the long. They grow like 15, 20 feet long, and they're real skinny. They're probably about that wide, but they're long, and they look like silver, and they got these sharp teeth like fangs. But every time something bad happens, whether somebody finds it on the beach or whatever, every time something bad happens, like a hurricane or some natural
Disaster.
they show up on the beach. So it's like if you see one of those on the beach, then something bad's about to happen.
I'll tell you right now, I 100% believe in aliens.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
There's no way. And if you want to think about it, people that say we're the only planet out here, they are stupid.
Yeah.
I want you to think of, think about how big the Milky Way is. Okay. So our solar system is one of hundreds of thousands of solar systems just in the Milky Way, just in our galaxy.
Yeah.
And there's hundreds of millions of galaxies out there.
Yeah.
And it's like, I had this guy that was a Christian one time. He's like, "Man, you can't believe in God if you believe in that." I'm like, "Okay, well, how do you know that they don't have a Bible? God didn't create that earth."
Yeah.
And it's like he's went around and like Jesus died on our cross up here, and then he went over there and did the same thing.
Yeah.
Or maybe that earth didn't need to be saved.
Yeah.
Or maybe that planet didn't need. Maybe they were perfect. You know what I mean? Like,
Trying to
but
tell me Jesus was out just planet hopping? Just,
dude, maybe. You know, maybe I'll be able to ask him one day. I don't know. Like, there's a lot of questions I got. Like, it's like,
See, did y'all see that star that they said that? I don't know if it's true, but you know, in the Bible it says it talks about the angels, and one of them like is like covered in eyes. You ever seen that? You ever read that? So in the Bible, I can't remember what chapter it's in, but it's talking about like the angels or whatever, and one of them's like a big circle or whatever, and it's all eyes. And I'm not saying they've seen the eyes, but they're saying that it's not a spitting image because they haven't seen the eyes, but it resembles what's in the Bible. And they found it like a couple weeks ago.
I just think it's like in the world of technology we live in, like, and that's what I'm saying. You mean to tell me you can put someone on the moon, okay? You can put someone on the moon, you can have conversation with them. But we have soldiers in combat that lose comms.
yeah.
Think about that.
Yeah, that's what I don't get.
Like, it's like there's so many.
And then we have to be worried about when we're in war about, oh, we're gonna get our crap hacked.
Yeah. Oh, dude, I think there was something that was I watched like the Sean Ryan show a lot. Shout out Sean.
Yeah.
I know we're just a bunch of has-been nobodies. Dude, we'd love to have you on.
Or we'd love to have you have us on.
Have us on.
Add two more chairs.
Add two more chairs. But it's like, he talks about he's had multiple guests on. They're talking about like World War III.
Yeah.
And they're like, we're already here, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
World War
already
III is
it's
a
already-
propaganda war, is all it is.
Yeah.
I mean, dude, the fact that us as America, for starters, would allow China to buy land in the United States is the stupidest thing. Arkansas, did you hear what Arkansas just did?
Uh-huh.
They just passed a law that if another country cannot own land in the state of Arkansas.
Really?
Because China,
That's
come to find out, there was like I don't remember the exact number. I'm not gonna lie. There was like so much, like China owned like so much land in Arkansas, and they found out about it, and they're like,
and it was
oh.
right behind something important.
Yeah, very something important. And it's like all these freaking solar panels and stuff that are going up everywhere, dude. Like, they have Chinese chips and stuff in them.
Yeah.
It's like, dude,
Oh yeah.
like, why would you allow that to happen?
But that's the thing is like, and it's probably more people our age and older that like when we talk about World War III, we expect Pearl
in the
Harbor.
trenches.
We expect Pearl Harbor. We
Yeah.
expect to be physically attacked and this and that. World War III is not going to be
It's
a
gonna be
physical fight. It's going to be power grids being shut
Oh,
off.
for
Yeah.
sure.
Solar panels are destroyed.
Tanny, you
like,
could pop an EMP if you were to cut.
it's going to be drones. Like there's
Yes.
not going to be physical
what's going
people
on
fighting.
between Ukraine and Russia.
That's
Yeah.
crazy, dude.
Have you seen them fiber optic drones?
Yes, that is nuts.
And now Ukraine's like covered in fiber optics.
Yeah,
Oh,
but the
fiber optic
craziest thing,
drones?
Yeah.
yes, dude. So there are these drones that are flying. There's literally like fiber optic cables running all over Ukraine,
So like
and they're controlling these drones with fiber optic.
they make them because they started that war with just regular drones.
Right.
Well, then they both of the countries, I guess that'd be
Yeah,
two countries.
they're both countries. Yeah.
They would like hack into them,
Yeah.
shut them down.
So like
So
direct
now they
wire.
got like what they say like 50
I don't know.
miles,
It's yeah.
500 or 50 miles
Yeah, it's a lot, dude.
of fiber optic, and
It's a lot.
pulled out and the drone flies.
Like,
And
can you
I saw-
imagine just like chilling in a foxhole, dude, and like just like, oh shit, boom, you're dead.
Yeah.
I saw one video, of guys like on like this little combat scooter. We got combat
I've
dirt
seen
bikes,
that, dude. Yeah, that's.
and that drone hits the back of it, and I'm like, that shouldn't be posted on Instagram.
So like the craziest thing though.
Hold on, let me back up just a little bit though. With the restrictions that are on Facebook and Instagram
it's
and
nuts,
TikTok, the shit that I see
Oh, it's crazy.
on Instagram
Yes.
is insane.
And it's always people from other countries that are posting.
I have seen more murders
Oh.
and people getting shot and hit by cars and
Yes.
car accidents. And I'm like, oh, well, I caught it as it was posted. It'll be gone soon.
Nope.
No.
It's still there.
Back to that page a couple days later.
It doesn't go away.
I feel like, dude, but I honestly though, I feel like America is like we're like I feel like other countries that's not how that operates. Like I feel like America is what those guidelines are at. But like speaking of like war and stuff, man, like it's nuts. There was a soldier, like he was a special forces operator, I cannot remember the name, and he was on the Sean Ryan show, and he was talking about world, if we were to go to war with like Russia and China and all that kind of stuff,
Mhm.
and he's like, man, like a lot of people, he's like, I fought in Iraq and Afghanistan. He's like, and I'm tell you right now, we got our ass kicked by a bunch of guys in sandals climbing up a mountain carrying 50-pound dishes.
Yeah.
Like, and look at all the technology we had. We got
Yeah.
our ass kicked. If you really want to be real, we
Yeah.
got our ass kicked in that war. And he said fought for 20 years and didn't accomplish anything. Well, I mean, we accomplished stuff, but
But they know those people know that terrain.
okay. But now, granted, we got our ass kicked by a bunch of guys in sandals or barefoot
Yeah.
fighting in the mountains, whether trained or not. Dude, we haven't had an actual war. We fought an actual other military
Oh
since
yeah.
World War II.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. No,
I
I
mean,
see what
because
you're
in the
saying.
Viet Cong, yeah, you're fighting like they're fighters, dude, but they're not an actual military.
Yeah.
So if you go to war with Russia and China, guess what? You're going up against guys with the same technology.
Yeah.
They both got fighter jets, and I think that's why you haven't seen a war break out yet, is because they know, dude, it would never end.
No.
It would end in a nuke,
Yeah.
and they would the whole country be over.
Yeah.
Like the whole world would just be done. Like,
Yeah.
and I think that's
Yeah, because
why.
it's not going to be just one hits here.
No.
It's going to be 15 that are flying every which
Yeah,
way.
exactly. Once one person pushes that button, dude, and the other country gets alerted, they're all releasing them. They're like,
Everybody.
we're taking everybody with us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's like it's scary to think about, dude, because it's like, and if you look at our military, dude, versus our military back in '01, our military is a joke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, you have people that are joining for the wrong reasons. You got the whole Me Too and all that, gender equal bathrooms.
I hate
We can
when.
cut all that out if we have to, because
Oh no, I hate when I'm talking to a kid and or a young man, and I asked him, I was like, why do you want to join the military?
I want to go see the country.
I want to see the country. Or I'm joining for the benefits. I'm like,
Yeah. Yeah.
wrong reason.
And like, and it
You
sucks.
get benefits here. You go work at Degum Nucor.
Yeah.
Boom, there's your benefits.
And it's sad though, man, because it's like you see, like I feel really bad for people that do join the military, and they
They lie.
well,
They don't know
Oh,
what
those recruiters.
they don't know what they're getting into.
no,
Yeah.
well, and at the same time, dude, it's like you look at the fact if you go to do 4 or 5, 6 years in the military, and let's just say you're a truck driver, in the military, you drive semis, you come out, dude, you got to get your CDL. They say,
Yeah.
well, it's pretty much like every job like you do in there.
It's
Like
pointless.
even if you're a medic in the army, dude, you
Yeah.
still got to come out and go to paramedic school. That's
Yeah.
stupid.
And you already know all.
It's like, dude, you're a combat veteran trained to save lives in combat, like
Yeah.
at a high stress level. It's like, why are you having to then spend more money, spend your money, and then go to paramedic school? Like, it's just nuts.
I was driving to work the other day,
I'm about to need a beer.
and I saw this truck that said Vietnam veteran or whatever. And I go around it and I kind of get beside him. I see this old man. He's got his coffee cup, and I'm thinking, I wonder what it took for him to adapt to the civilian life.
No, PTSD wasn't a thing back then, dude. They just
No.
said,
Yeah.
suck it up. They got spit
No,
on when
yeah,
they came
no.
home.
But like
They got shit thrown at them.
it still made me think, because you see somebody in the military that been in combat or been in a combat zone, and you're like, you just that was his job, no big deal, you respect him and all that. But then when you really deep get into it, it's like, I wonder what they saw,
Yeah.
or like what they did, or how.
Well, but and that's the thing, and you know, I myself suffer from mental health
Oh, for
issues,
sure, yeah.
but 25, 30 years ago, mental health was not.
The thing.
It wasn't a thing. You know, I
You know
lost
what?
I lost my dad when I was 13. He was disabled, very depressed, everything else,
Yeah.
and it was like after he died, it was like, well, what could we have done? What steps could we have taken?
Yeah.
Because we didn't know about going to see a therapist to just talk about the mental health
Mhm.
stuff. We didn't know there was medications that you could take, like active things to keep your mind off. Like it wasn't a thing.
Yeah.
Like, and my dad, when he was younger, he was buff, good looking,
Yeah.
got all the women, like, so it's like, it wasn't something that he always struggled with, but you get to a point in his life and it's like, oh, I'm disabled now. I don't look good anymore. I'm not strong. Like, but it wasn't a thing.
Yeah.
Like, he was like, oh, he's going through some shit.
Yeah.
He'll be all right. It wasn't a big deal.
Yeah.
And nowadays, I feel like everybody struggles
With
With some-
something.
with
Yeah.
some type of mental issue.
Well, man, I just think it's like, man, it's like sad, because I'll say it, and if y'all disagree with me, y'all tell me. It's like I don't think that cops and firefighters get the respect they need.
No.
I mean,
Absolutely
as
not.
far as like okay, you see a veteran, you know what? They're a cook in the military. Nothing against it. We need people doing every job.
Yeah.
You're like, hey man, thank you for your service. Guess what? That cop puts on that vest and fights a war on his homeland every day. And like my dad was law enforcement, dude. Like I've seen the pictures of the wrecks my dad worked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He showed it to us as a kid. He's like, hey, speed kills. But like hearing some of his stories and like kids kill like 6-year-olds, 5-year-olds, 4-year-olds killed in car crashes, and then it's like you work that wreck, you got to go tell the parents, hey, your kids are dead, or you got to go tell your closest family member, hey, your kids are dead, and then you got kids at home too. But then you're gonna leave that scene, you're gonna go right back to your job and go write tickets or
Yeah.
go do your actual job, dude. And it's like the stuff they see, man, and for
Yeah.
what they get paid,
Yeah.
it's sad.
Oh
Dude.
yeah. I mean, firefighters, police officers, paramedics. I give all the power to them.
For sure,
Like
dude.
as far as like if you compare it to a military combat veteran,
Yeah,
even them being a military combat veteran, that police officer, firefighter, and paramedic has seen 10 times.
probably with half the military scene, honestly.
I mean, literally.
Yeah,
But they see 10 times of what that combat veteran saw.
yeah,
Did that combat veteran have to shoot a child?
yeah.
Possibly. Did they have to go pick up the body?
No.
Not really. Probably not. But like you're saying,
Well, it's like they got to go.
as a police officer, it's like you pull up. Oh, this crazy asshole. My partner pulled over and he walked up to give him a ticket for speeding. Pulled out a gun and shot him dead on the side of the road and took off.
Yeah,
And now they have to deal with a personal close friend here
mm-hmm.
while they're still looking for somebody.
Well, not just that. It's like you take it like it's one thing when you go to war. You go to war with the mindset of, you know what, I'm fighting a bad guy. I'm gonna take their life if my life's put in
Exactly.
danger. And then at the same time, everyone around you is doing the same thing. And you're literally for 8, 6 to 12 months, you are in a combat zone. That is your job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like that's your way of life. Those cops, they gotta go on that call and they gotta pull a gun out. They gotta shoot somebody. Guess what? Then they're on the news. They get put on leave. Then they got to go home to their kids, their wife at home.
Yeah.
I mean,
They've got to justify it.
they got to
They've
justify
got to
it.
deal with the court system of did they do what they were supposed to do?
Yeah. And well, then they got to adjust. They just took a life. No different from that veteran that killed some people overseas.
Yeah.
That had 8 months, and yeah, it might have not have caught up to them until they got home. But it's like that cop has to stay mentally sane to keep on and go and do the job the next day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys need a beer?
Yes, I need
Yeah.
a beer.
All right, I'll be back.
Okay. But it's like, dude, it's just like, man, like it's just frustrating. Do you see these cops and like you have
Especially the SWAT team members.
yeah, dude. I mean, like you just have these people. There's no respect for authority, and it's
And
like,
then
dude,
it's
they pull
like-
you over. Just give them your driver's license. They're just trying to do their job.
Yeah, and then it's like what you were saying on guys in the military. They know, all right, I'm here. That's what
Yeah.
I'm supposed to do. A cop, they get a call. They don't know what the call's going to turn out to.
No,
Like when you're in war, all right, there's going to be some shooting.
you know, yeah. If you get shot at, you're gonna shoot back.
This firefight's either going to be 5, 15, 20
Yeah.
minutes.
Have a beer run.
It's either going to be 5, 15, 20 minutes,
Yeah,
or it's going to. But a cop, I'm just going to pull this person over. Or there's a domestic disturbance or whatever. Well, then you get there. Now that the cop's there, that person's more mad because somebody called the cops.
Yeah.
Well, then they're going to go grab a gun, do something, or they already have a gun, and then boom, they're.
well, and it's like, and don't get me wrong. There's bad cops.
Hmm.
Like my dad will flat out tell you, there's bad cops out there. You know what? There's bad in everything. There's bad doctors. There's bad.
Oh, yeah.
There's bad firefighters. There's bad in every career, and there are people that, I mean, I've ran across them. My dad said he's ran across them where it's like they think because they got a badge and gun, there's something cool and they're hot shit, dude.
Well, I mean, it's
Yeah.
just like
I mean,
right
but-
now, like my TikTok is filled up with all the like First Amendment auditors
Yeah.
that will like go take videos and pictures inside a post office or
Oh, dude, I love
stand
that
out on the
crap.
public sidewalk, and they're like, "Yeah, I know my rights. Go ahead and do what you're gonna do."
Mhm.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I enjoy watching it just to kind of see
How the officer's gonna react?
how the officer's going to react in the situation. But like you're saying, dude, like there's some officers that like they're out there and they don't know what they're doing.
Yeah.
Like
Well, I mean-
they tell people, hey, you can't be doing that. You can't do that here. And they stick to their guns.
Well, yeah, but I think it's also like take consideration because, like, you got to look at, what they're training cops now is 100% different. Like, you look at these cops that, like, for my dad example, my dad was a cop back in the 80s, dude.
Yeah.
Like, and he'll flat out tell you the hardest thing, like when the whole cell phone thing came up, and he's on, like, he's a supervisor, so someone, a supervisor, he got called. And he'd show up and they have this camera like right in your face.
Yeah.
And he's like, dude, 20 years ago, I would have smacked that camera out of your hand
Yeah.
and like thrown you to the ground and arrested you.
Yeah.
You're in my personal space. You're within a dangerous, like
And then with the
dangerous
phone, they're like,
reach.
"What you gonna do? What you gonna
Yeah.
do?"
Yeah.
And he's like, so it's like you see all these people, and I think the body cams are great.
Oh, 100%.
But I do
One of
I
the best
think-
things that ever happened to law enforcement.
Do I think though that you see a lot more people are like, oh, cops just now are bad? No. For starters, dude, there was always cops that drove drunk. My dad's done it. I mean, they're human beings.
Yeah.
They don't live a perfect life, but it's like the reason you're seeing all this crap and you're seeing, oh well, like all these shootings and stuff is because it happened in all these cities, dude. It's just it wasn't on camera.
It wasn't
Yeah.
publicized.
It wasn't publicized. Now it's like, but I mean, dude, it's like my thing is it's like they were like, oh well, he pulled his gun out or because this guy was moving around the car. Okay, put yourself in their position. They're pulling a car over.
Yeah.
It's 10 o'clock at night or it's during the day. You have no idea what you're walking up on. For one, that takes balls.
Yeah. I mean, it could be 10
I mean,
o'clock
to
in the
go
morning.
to see, I can only imagine if I was a cop and I'm walking up to a car and I see you digging, my gun's coming out because I'm going home to my family.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I might not put it at you, but I'm gonna have my gun ready.
Yeah.
Like, and like it's like you touch your freaking gun, you're getting criticized. Like, oh, why you get? Well, dude, you're freaking moving around.
Yeah.
You got out of the car.
You're
Like
acting
you're lucky I didn't
suspicious.
shoot you. Like
Yeah.
I pulled you over and you just jump out of the car real quick. Like I don't. You could have an AK-47 for all I know.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, it happens just like that. You see all these cops that get killed, and it's like split of a second. Like there was that New Mexico state trooper, maybe it was Arizona. That was a couple years ago, and he's walking up to he's on the side of the highway. He's walking up to the passenger side of the vehicle, obviously, because the highway's over here. And as he gets to right here, he's kind of in that area where you can't, right there by the back window where you can't see the driver's seat. Well, that driver had got out of the car, pulled an AR around, ducked down, and ran over to the side of the truck, just like, pop, 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 pop. Shot him like 8 or 9 times. Like that. Cop died.
Yeah.
But it's like, and I'm sorry, dude, I don't have that. I couldn't keep my cool. If you took like one of my buddies' lives like that, dude, like I'm chasing him to kill you.
Yeah.
Like there's not gonna be no like let me pull you out of the car and be gentle and
Yeah.
like nice and handcuff you and all that.
Let me do my job properly.
Yeah,
now.
yeah. There's gonna be like
No.
see you
blood
out
for
on the
blood,
road.
dude. You're about to die.
Yeah.
I see you out on the road. That squad car got the little cattle guard on the front. I'm running you off.
Yeah.
But no, man, I think they just need more respect. I mean, for one, like firefighters, dude, to run into a burning building.
Yeah.
Like I went to like when I had my construction company, you're burning brush and stuff like that, and you're out there, and you're like, damn, dude, that's hot, man. Like you're like, I couldn't imagine running into that. Like
Not only running into it, but wearing the gear that you're wearing.
yeah, exactly.
You're 30 degrees hotter
Mm-hmm.
than
Yeah.
what you're running into.
I volunteered in Elmo, and I'm talking about they're fun.
Oh, they're hot though.
They're hot, but it was. And then 1 minute you had a brush fire, and then you get done with that, and then you went to a car wreck,
Mm.
and then you're like, man, I just wanted to chill for a little bit.
I want to go back to the station and have me a sandwich.
You want to talk about brush fires? You go to the Panhandle where I'm from.
Oh,
Dude,
Dude.
it's crazy because like when they say there's a high chance of it, it's not like, oh, there's a chance that there's probably gonna be some brush fires. There's gonna be brush fires that day,
yeah.
and
People are just stupid.
and
though,
it's
dude.
just like the one. What,
Yeah, it's like
what was it? 2 years ago,
oh,
the
that's a
largest
big
brush
deal.
fire in the state of Texas.
Yeah.
in the country, I
I
think.
think it was in the country. I think there was over like 550,000
And I had
acres burned.
I had
Yeah.
and I had friends that had went from volunteers in Memphis that went to Canadian. I'm like, man, I've driven through Canadian hundreds of times,
Yeah.
and he sent me a video of it, and I mean, it is the most eerie,
Well, it's scary.
like movie scene type thing I've ever seen in my entire life. The entire town is just
Gone.
covered in smoke. Then, like, you just see this glow, this haze all the way around everything,
Yeah.
and it's like, all right, you got to tell people to get out of town, and then before you know it, it's like, hey, I just told that person they got to go that way. Scratch that. You can't go that direction anymore.
Yeah.
Go this way.
Like,
Wind shifted.
yeah,
Y'all remember when California had all them
Oh yeah,
fires?
just in the Palisades or
Yeah.
whatever. I probably messed that up.
Palisades.
Palisades.
But Oregon sent some fire trucks down there.
Oh, I remember that. Yeah.
They got to the Oregon-California border, and they said, "No, you can't come down here. Your truck's not
California. That
Yeah, like-
emissions.
all the EPA
Yeah.
stuff.
And I'm like, okay, they're there to help. What does it matter?
Yeah,
Your whole state's going up in flames.
yeah,
What does it really matter?
yeah. Look at your air quality right now.
Yeah. It's gone to crap.
I
Well,
mean,
it's like my father-in-law. Like he won't go work a job in California
Yeah.
because his truck's deleted.
well, they'll tow that.
So
shit.
if he gets pulled over, it will either have to be towed back out of the state
That's gonna be some money.
or it will be stuck there. Like it is,
Man,
it's
but,
terrible.
like, dude, like if you look at that whole death stuff, dude, it's like horse piss and this, like the chemicals. It's like, dude, take that shit way over yonder, man. The people that are passing these laws and shit are the ones getting on a private jet
Mm-hmm.
and flying to a
Polluting more.
Oh, Greta
more.
Thunberg.
Yeah, like
Well,
it's like
when I had my welding truck, I didn't get it. It wasn't deleted when I first bought it, and I put my welding bit on there and then got it deleted. I'm pouring that DEF in there, and I spilt it on my welding bed. Well, it all crystallized.
Yeah, it's like
And
it's like so much salt.
Mhm.
And I'm looking at it, and I'm like, if that crystallized in there, it's doing that when my truck's not running
Yeah,
and my motor and all that. And I'm like, that's so stupid. Because it took me a while to get it off the side of the bed
you know,
of the
you
truck.
want to know what I think? I think it's all the way. I
Somebody's getting that money.
conspiracy theory.
oh yeah,
I think it is all a way of you have the governments in bed with all these big corporations, and it's like, hey, listen, we can put this thing called death. We can say it's cleaning the environment, and then guess what? It's a way for y'all to make more money. Give us a cut of it because when that DPF or that filter goes out or whatever like that, and it costs them $4,000, guess what? They got to pay to fix it because if not, the truck's going on limp mode. It's not going to go more than 15 miles an hour.
yeah.
And it's just like
Another way to
prime example, dude. Like I was talking to my grandpa one day because I drive a Dodge, and Dodges are known for front end problems. Like and
Death wobble.
yeah, death wobble or the front right tire just wears down. It doesn't matter how well aligned your truck is. And my grandpa was in the motor business and the service business for over 30 years for Chevrolet. He's like, let me tell you how this works. He's like, you have all these people, like you have a car dealership, and they sit down for their monthly thing, and they're like, all right, what's the status? They're like, well, we're getting sued for this because someone said, we have 10 people suing us. It's going to cost us like $400,000 because their truck, we can't figure out what's wrong with it, yada 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 yada, and it's a part issue. And they're like, okay, well, how much would it cost us to put a recall out? Have everybody that has that truck bring that truck in, us pay labor, parts, material, time. If they're bringing it for that, we're probably going to have to pay for them a rental car.
Yeah.
Oh, well, you know what? Definitely go ahead and keep on getting sued. Don't fix the problem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
It makes sense.
Yeah,
I mean,
well,
it makes perfect sense.
It's just like with the railroad, like with their crossings.
Yeah.
Like if you see a crossing that doesn't have arms on it, it's because there hasn't been enough deaths
Yeah.
at that crossing.
If a railroad crossing, because when I was doing my CDO stuff, if a railroad crossing has the arms, it means there's been 10 wrecks there.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
It has
something
to
like
have
that.
10 wrecks before they put
I
the
figured it
arms.
went like population.
Mm-mm.
Mm-mm.
It is solely based off of accidents at a crossing.
Did y'all ever heard the Matt Hughes story, dude?
Who's Matt Hughes?
UFC fighter? You never Matt? You know who Matt Hughes
Oh
is?
yeah, the
Have
guy
you-
that got hit by the
Have
train.
You know who Matt Hughes is?
Sounds familiar.
Well, you were probably young, dude. Like 05, 06, 08. Like he
Like
was like
Chuck
UFC
Liddell
champion. Like he was, yeah, like Chuck Liddell time, dude. He
Yeah.
was one of the probably the greatest pound fighters back then. But anyways, like he's like a farm boy. And
Yeah.
he had a farm, I think, with like Iowa or something like that.
Yes, I don't remember
And
exactly.
he
where.
went to, of course, he did say he had a big drinking problem, but he went to was going somewhere, dude, and a train hit him. He couldn't like walk for like 5 or 6 years. Like
Yeah.
Dang.
couldn't even speak.
And he's still
Couldn't even speak. Like he was jacked up, and he can speak now and like walk a little bit, dude. But I'm like, that's dude. Could you imagine getting hit? Like for one though, it's like I'd be thinking about that, and like you see these people that are just sitting in their cars on the track. I'm like, dude, get out.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
like your vehicle's gone, dude. Like, sorry, I could
There
replace
was a tractor trailer in Forney that got hit yesterday.
yesterday.
That had a big excavator on it.
Really?
Yeah. And I'm like, dude, that's a hard hit.
Did y'all
Yeah.
see that video that was going around? This a couple months ago. I think it was in Midland or Odessa. But that tractor trailer was over the train tracks. He got stuck,
Oh yeah.
and it was like in a town. Like the train tracks ran through the town, and it like hit that truck, and like everything on the truck went everywhere.
Yeah.
And people are just standing there like 100 foot from the train track videoing it. I'm like, it's stupid.
Well, dude, it's like we've turned into a world now. It's like people's automatic response when something like that happens, like to pull out their phones, like put
Yeah.
that shit. Like I was at Ham's Orchards one day, and if you've never had Ham's Orchards, best peach ice cream you ever have,
Or strawberry.
Still
or
haven't been.
strawberry,
Or the
never
fudge.
been. Well,
Haven't been
let's
yet.
go when they open
Or
up,
the fudge. Or the peach barbecue.
or anything.
Man,
Everything.
just go ahead and show up.
Yeah,
Peach barbecue.
Yeah.
yeah, it's good. Anyway, so we're sitting out there one day.
What is the peach barbecue? What
So,
kind of food is it?
It's
It's
regular,
barbecue.
It's regular barbecue, like pulled pork,
Uh-huh.
and I think it's peach pulled pork.
Yeah, but like they soak it
then,
in
like,
peach juice.
Yeah,
and
and then it has like little peach.
it's good, dude. It's
Hmm.
good.
Make you want to slap.
But like we're
Makes me
sitting
wanna
out
slap your
there.
mom,
Like
bro.
at the time, I just like quit welding. I was working for Texas Farm Bureau Insurance, and me and my buddy Court, we're shout out Court Carroll, we're sitting there like just eating our ice cream, dude. Like, and we're facing 80, and all of a sudden, this two old ladies, man, they're going to turn, and they turn right in front of a semi truck going like 70.
Yeah.
I'm like, it's one thing to like see the wreck, but to see it happen like that, it's like flip the car over. Semi truck keeps on like not keeps on going, but like has to stop.
Yeah.
And like, you know, like you never know how you're gonna react in the situations, but like my first, like I just dropped my ice cream and ran out there. Like me and him both, we just ran out there, and the back glass was broken out, and
So I have a question real quick.
yeah,
What's up with you eating ice cream and wrecks?
dude, I don't know, man.
Did you?
I don't know. Don't eat ice cream around me. That's why I sit inside a Dairy Queen and eat it now. You know what I mean? Like I ain't taking no risk. I'm not taking no risk. So like I run up and the back glass was busted out, and you know I crawl in there, and you know just seeing the wreck pictures and stuff like that. Like I Court, you know, was helping, and he was like, "What's going on?" I was like, "Man, just stay out of the car, dude." Like this girl was like, she was dead, dude. It was like bad. Other girl walked like crawled up there. She had a pulse, but like I'm talking to my dad the next day or like the day of like you know because I'm adrenaline's pumping, dude. You know what I mean? And he's like, "Well, have you called like Court like check on see how he's doing?" And I'm like, "No." Like, what do you mean call? He's like, "Well, you grew up around that, like seeing pictures and like all that. Like you probably didn't think like he didn't grow up like that. Like that could have really messed him up."
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But like my whole point, I kind of got off topic. But like it's like when it happened, like it's not even calling 911. People are just like filming.
Yeah.
And I'm like, dude, put the phone away. Someone call 911. Like, what are
Yeah.
y'all doing? Like, they just got hit by a semi truck going 70 miles an hour.
Yeah.
They were at a dead stop. Like, so like the world of phones just amazes me, dude.
I'll never forget the first major accident that I like was literally like in front of me, and I was leaving my buddy's house in Amarillo, and it was on Highway 287 North going from Amarillo to Dumas, and I literally pulled on from the entrance ramp onto the highway, and as I'm pulling on, there's a Toyota Tundra coming the opposite direction, pulling a horse trailer, and I look up, and all of a sudden, this truck and trailer is completely sideways,
Oh, crap.
like sliding down the road. And all of a sudden, it catches, and this thing just starts tumbling.
Like a scene out of a movie,
Yeah.
dude. Like, you're
Literally.
like, crap.
And next thing I know, this probably 1,500-pound bull comes flying out of the back of this trailer, probably 25, 30 feet in the air. And I'm just like, what the hell is happening?
Like,
and
you just like sit down for a second, and be like, did I just
literally
see that?
So I
Like,
immediately like pull off into the ditch, like almost hit the wire median and everything, and jump over the thing and run over to this guy. And it's this like probably 50-something-year-old Chinese dude. And he's just like knocked out
Yeah.
in the truck. Truck's upright. trailers broke off of it, and trailers down the road probably 50 yards from us. Well, the trailer had landed on top of this bull.
Oh,
This
yeah.
bull is still alive, and he's pissed.
Well, I imagine.
And so I'm like beating on this guy's window, trying to get him to wake up, trying to open the door. The doors are all smashed together. And all of a sudden you hear like metal scratching on the ground. And I'm like, I look up and this bull is crawled out from underneath this trailer. And I'm like, this is not happening right now. There's no way this is happening right now. And I'm like beating on this guy's window, and he's like kind of starting to come to, and he's just looking at me, has no idea where he's at or anything. And before I know it, there's probably 10 of us that are running in circles around this guy's truck because this bull is chasing us around this guy's truck.
Oh, Bud would have been there. He grabbed that bull by the horns.
But when I say bull, I'm talking like a massive, massive bull. I mean, like in long horns too. I was like, man, no, you ain't getting me, dude. Literally just running circles, and finally the sheriff shows up. Before I know it, the sheriff shows up with the horses, and they're out here trying to rope this bull. And this son of a bitch is just running down the highway.
I wonder if that bull lived.
I don't know.
So I got a story like that. I was working at a feed store in Elmo, and one day it was after lunch. So I go outside, and I'm like sitting on these pallets. I would always sit on like the little front thing when there was nothing to do. You know, that's right there off 80, so you just watching cars pass by. And I see this cattle trailer coming down, and I was like, man, something like swinging on the back, but it was still coming like towards me.
Yeah.
And I was like, something's kind of swinging on the back. But then right when it hit, I just see this bull like roll out of the back of the trailer.
Oh crap, dude!
And I'm like, that's weird, because that guy was going 80 miles an hour, and this bull just rolled out. And that bull gets up, legit looks at me and starts taking off like towards the highway. And I'm like, oh crap! So I run inside. I tell my boss, I was like, hey, there's a bull out on 80. What do you want to do? And he's like, we're gonna put it in the fence back there if we can get it. So me and him, because I was the only one, I was waiting on the other workers to get there. So me and him were like chasing. Then finally the other two guys show up, and one of them's like, you want to get a rope? And I'm like, what is a rope gonna do?
Yeah.
We're on feet.
Yeah. Like, what are you gonna do?
1,500-pound bull. Like, and we finally like get him chased back there, and I was like, I can't believe I just saw a bull roll out.
Yeah, that's
and
pretty
like
crazy,
nothing
man.
happened. Like the bull was fine. And he like, it was one of those like funny cartoons where 1 minute we're chasing a bull, and then we come through an alley and the bull's chasing us.
It's like the Tom and Jerry show.
Yeah,
It's like,
seriously.
no, man, it's like that's crazy, because like sometimes like you hear this stuff, like that's true right there. Like if I didn't know you and if I didn't know y'all, I'm like, this guy's full of shit.
Yeah.
But it's like I know y'all, so I believe y'all. But it's like you hear some, like, you ever like heard someone's story and you're just sitting there, you're like, dude.
Oh, dude,
There's no way.
Dude, one of my best friends that I grew up racing with, Braden Byers. I hope you watch this, dude. Like, I love him to death, but Braden Byers is a bullshitter, man. And like he does it intentionally to mess with people, but like there's sometimes he would tell you something, and it's like, I don't know. Are you telling me the truth right now? Or
Sounds like my grandpa.
You pulling my leg again, because you're known to bullshit some. And dude, but till this day, I guarantee you, he's the same person. I love him to death. But that dude has got more bullshit stories that I've heard.
Some people, dude, are just so good at setting it up and telling the story where it's like you believe them.
I got a buddy.
It's like there's no way. Like who would just think of that in detail?
Yeah.
But they do.
Yeah.
I got a buddy that I used to rodeo with, and if I missed a week of not rodeoing with him, or maybe like not hang out with him,
something crazy happened.
I'm like,
yeah. Like, why can't this shit happen when I'm with you?
Nothing crazy happened. And like there was one week he's like, yeah, man, I got care flighted, and I'm like, dude, I was with you last week. You didn't give me a phone call. You got care flighted. I was with you last week.
Oh man.
I'm like, you're here. There's no way you got care flighted.
Dude, it's funny, man. My grandpa says it best, dude, because he says, he's like, I don't lie, I just stretch the truth.
Yeah.
And I'm like, because you hear some of his stories, and you're just like, really?
Yeah.
Like,
you know there's
come on, dude, like,
yeah,
everybody's fishing. Yeah.
You know there's some truth in there.
Yeah.
But it's like, all right, where are we drawing the line at today? You're kind of getting out of range. Like,
well, it's like
somebody's bullshitting when they're saying everything and it's like spot on, and then they throw that and then this.
Yeah.
I'm like, wow, that did not happen.
That's like, dude, like I love it, like when you have someone that's like bullshitting and like they don't know that, like for example, like I was talking to this guy one day, and he didn't know I was like a big time hunter.
Yeah.
So it's like I know what 160 plus deer looks like,
Mhm.
inch deer. I mean, my biggest buck is like 154. So it's like my father-in-law shot like a 167, 166. So it's like I'm sitting there, and he's like, "Yeah, man." He's like, "I killed a 190," and I'm like,
It's like state record type
and I'm
shit.
like,
What'd he say?
and I'm
Because I
like,
know he didn't say around here.
"You killed how big?" He said, "Like a 190." I was like, "Dang, were you like on a high fence or like how much did you pay to shoot this buck?"
No,
"Oh,
public.
I didn't pay anything. I was public land hunting."
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Dude, you take that shit way over yonder, dude. Like, get that shit out of here."
That's
Yeah.
But then
funny.
again, you say that though. Did you that state record was killed down a girl shot in the Sam Houston Forest like 2 years ago on public land.
Yeah.
Scored like 215.
Really?
Yeah,
Dang.
well, I'll show you all the picture, and if we can figure it out, because we're still kind of new to this technology stuff, we can. I'll put it in the. I'll put the actual score, and we'll put a picture of the buck. But dude, ginormous, and it was one of those things. Her grandpa had dropped her off at the stand. She'd been in the stand like 10 minutes.
So I wonder, because I used to ride dirt bikes. They have like dirt bike trails at
Mhm.
the Sam Houston. I wonder where you can hunt down there.
I don't know.
If it was private or just
It's public land.
just public.
Well, Sam Houston, that's the one. There's Bud.
I don't know if y'all can hear that or not on these microphones.
Dang.
Probably not. Somebody just dumped about 15
Probably
rounds.
15 rounds. Yeah, a
That
little
happens
bit.
every
Some
once in a
roosters
while.
crowing in the background. Some 15 rounds being shot off in the background.
Makes
Yeah.
you feel like
So
you're in
man,
Pleasant Grove.
tell us, how did the whole how those sparkler incident go after we left on Thursday night?
It went fine. So long story short, I had a wild hair that
Wild, yeah.
that I
Well, a
wanted
couple
to
hairs.
that I wanted to light some sparklers in the house. So I got 4 of them. I'm like, man, these fireworks. Can't let them go to waste.
So
Instead of
we went outside. We come back in, and the whole house is just
Covered
Smoked
in
out.
smoke.
Covered in
Cheech
smoke.
and Chong style.
Yeah.
Cheech and Chong, and I'm like,
look
man,
like
I'm
we've been
glad
hotboxing
he
in
ain't
there.
got no smoke detectors.
So
Good. God.
I started opening all the windows, and mom comes in. She's like, "Why is it so smoky?" And I was like, "Oh, I was trying to cook something."
Oh
Yeah,
man.
but it went fine. I was surprised I wasn't mad.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll get into some more shenanigans like
Oh,
that.
yeah.
But guys,
Next weekend I'm gonna throw a mortar in the house.
boy, we'll have my nephew on here one day, and we'll have him talk to you about throwing mortars. And
Yeah.
yeah, I'm sure he'll give you a pretty good rundown with his
You ever shot bottle rockets,
his
people?
3.5 fingers.
I got a story. It's not a fireworks story, but it just popped in my head. So when I was welding, this guy that I worked with, he got mad at somebody. You'll understand this. You'll understand it too. He got a battery operated grinder, and he was mad at this guy because I guess he didn't pay him. This guy had a nice truck.
Oh heck,
The
dude.
guy that didn't pay him, he had a nice truck, leather seats and everything. And he got a battery operated grinder, put a wire wheel on it, zip tied the thing, threw it in his truck. And then
I'd
them
kill
grinders
somebody, dude.
just you can't even grab them because
No, they just
bouncing
start
bouncing
going.
around.
Start
And
going.
I'm like, dude, you got some balls, man.
That's like when I was in high school, man. I wasn't a part of it. I'll put it that way right there. I was like, because we knew we'd go to ag off campus, and so we get back, and there's this guy named PT, dude. He's like a big old he's a bigger Michael Bledsoe. If you're listening to this, sorry, man, you got caught. But anyways, he's like just a big old rich kid, dude. Just a little asshole.
Not related to Drew, is he?
No, no, no. But he anyways, so Michael has this bright idea, him and this other guy, can't remember the guy's name. They're like, man, let's take his tailgate off. You know, tailgates are easy to take off. You can pop the latches and pull it off. And I'm like, man, I don't think that's a good idea. There's cameras like all I had to like don't. And they were gonna put it in one of our pickup, like they're gonna put it in the pickup truck. And just when he came out that day, they were gonna give it back to him. Dude, they dropped that sucker. And I'm not talking you're in Heath. This ain't no cheap truck.
Yeah.
Like it's a Denali. And I seen him drop the thing. I'm like, well, I'll see y'all later, boys. I am out of here, dude. Like, yeah. So I get called at SR, calls me out of class, and he's like, all right. So who did it? I'm like, I don't know, man. He's like, we seen you on camera. You were there. I'm like, I don't know who did it though, dude.
That ain't me.
I was like, all I can tell you is I didn't take the tailgate off.
Yeah.
That's all I could say. I was like,
Yeah.
I don't remember the guy's name that did it. He was like, You go to Aggle them every day. I watched all the camera footage. Y'all show up at the same time. And you always watch. I was like, dude, I don't know I don't know who did it. And he's like, so my buddy Michael, like this was like my best friend in high school. He calls me. He's like, you're a damn snitch. This and that. I was like, listen here, dude. I did not snitch you out. You take that bullshit way over yonder, okay? I could have very easily snitched you out. They have y'all on camera.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't snitch y'all out. I didn't have to snitch y'all out. I just wasn't gonna give them your names. Like,
Yeah.
but they know who did it. Like, but yeah, dude, that was crazy. I seen them drop that tailgate. I was like, oh shit, that is not good. I mean, and when they dropped it, it kind of like bounced, and we were kind of like on a downhill like slope where like the water ran to. It kind of slid a little bit, messed that tailgate up. I don't know what the damage was like, but
So did y'all? This might have just been my friends. Did y'all ever be going down the road and throw cheese? Get the little cheese slices.
no. When
and
I
throw
was
'em
in
at your
middle
buddy's
school, when
car?
I was
You know what I was throwing? I was throwing full 44-ounce drinks.
yeah, I'm not gonna.
I don't know what it was with me and my friends, but
Canned drink.
Mom, Dad, I
no,
never
like
did it, but
styrofoam cups.
Oh, you just chunking them.
we used to
literally.
ride the bus, and there was I never did it. We're just stick with that story. But they would throw marbles out of the back of the bus at cars.
Oh dang.
I'm like, dude, that's stupid.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, dude, we were some drink throwing fools. We had a place in Amarillo we'd go eat every Friday, and we'd leave there and go back down the road, turn back on I-40, and we'd get in the turning lane, make sure the light was red, and we'd sit there in the turning lane. And there's four or five people in my truck, and so we're in the turning lane, and the car is sitting here ready to go straight, go underneath I-40, and we would wait until that light turned green, and as soon as that light turned green, all five of us, boom, boom,
all at
boom,
the same
boom,
time.
boom, boom, throw them at the same time. This person's going straight, and I'm burning off down I-40, taking off the other direction. I'm like, you ain't catching us today.
So funny story about drink throwing, dude. So my brother, we're 6 years apart. So I won't ever forget. He was probably a freshman. So I was little. And I would do anything because I just want to hang out with him and his friends. He was the cool older brother. So we're at the football game, and it's cold. Like it's like December.
Yeah.
So they're like, "Hey," he's like, "Hey, there's see that big tall guy over there?" I'm like, "Yeah." And he's like, "Take this 44-ounce cup of Dr Pepper. You just run up there and just throw it on him. Just throw it on him." And I'm like, "Okay." Like that Pete Davidson skit. Okay. So I do, man, and I just run and I just chunk it, dude. And this guy's big. I'm talking like 6 foot. Well, he looks really big to me because I'm young. So I chunk it on him. Dude, that dude starts chasing after me with all his buddies, and they're like, "But when you throw it like around this corner," because my brother hated the kid. Like this guy would always talk shit, but would never fight. Would never say it to my brother's face. So I turned that corner, dude. It's my brother and like four of his friends. Like they're just like, "What's up, dude? You want to do something?" Like, but I'm like, I look back now and I'm like, that's some devilish shit I used to do.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
Like someone would have done that to me, I'd have killed him.
There's I know for a fact there's multiple times that me and all of my friends should have had our asses whipped.
Oh, for sure.
Like day in and day out. It was rough.
Did y'all ever have like?
terrible.
Because like I remember like what we had like we used to have like fights, and it was like Rockwall Heath versus like Rowlett.
Oh yeah.
Like we'd all meet up like in the movie theater,
Yeah.
and it would just be like pound for pound, like no holds barred.
Dude.
Did y'all ever have that going like with another city?
So Memphis and Wellington are rivals, big time. I don't think the rivalry is near as big as it used to be. But
I don't feel like any are.
when I was in middle school, dude, it was like dangerously bad. Like there's a crossroads that when you're leaving Memphis that turns off to go to Wellington, and dude, like on a Friday night, there'd be like 30, 40 high school kids that everybody just show up at the crossroads, and it was get out and it was on.
It was on.
Yeah.
I mean, like anybody and everybody.
Oh,
And
that's how-
it
Like
turned into like baseball bats and chains. Like
Thank you. That's
it
what
was- it was
I never
bad.
experienced it. But my
That's
brother
how-
said that's how it was when they were fighting.
Forney, North Forney and Forney was like that, and I didn't go to those schools.
So
But
his
I-
hat, your hat.
Yeah, like I live.
Okay.
What'd you say?
His hat and your hat. If you are picking up what I'm putting down.
Oh,
You get what I'm saying.
I get what you're saying.
Anyways, continue.
Oh, I'm not picking it up. I'm gonna leave it
North
there.
Forney,
Yeah.
white, black.
Okay. Yeah.
Well, we can
Yeah.
cut that part out.
I got
but,
you.
I mean,
Anyways, I lived on the North Point side. So
that's where this wigger. That's
yeah,
where he
that's
gets
where
his
the YN
his
comes.
YN.
But anyways, I always used to North Point because that's where my buddies were going. So I remember they painted the jackrabbit that was in Point.
Oh, that's an ongoing thing. That's been going on for
Yeah.
years.
So
dude.
did y'all have like a hell week?
Yeah.
Like before y'all played each other in football and stuff?
Oh, yeah.
That's when they started painting the jackrabbit. They painted blue.
Yeah.
This has been going on since like the 60s.
Yeah.
And since my buddies were at North Point, I'm up in the games like, hey, we getting a fight, man. I ain't getting in trouble by nobody because I don't go to school. So I was a little guinea pig. I was a shit talker. At the end of the day, I'm going home to do my schoolwork.
Man, I remember, dude. There's this ag teacher, and he was the ag teacher of Roy City, and dude, he was just that cool guy, man. He's like, y'all have a problem? He's like, y'all don't do it here. He's like, y'all made me. He said, my wife gets home at 8:00. He said, see, we got from the time school gets out, from when y'all get there to about 30 minutes before she gets home, y'all get in the round pen, y'all just figure that shit out.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm gonna say, none of y'all got any weapons, and I'm gonna leave.
Yeah.
I didn't see nothing, and we're like, we'd go out there and we'd settle our shit, dude.
Yeah.
But that's so sad.
You can't fight no more, dude.
No,
because
Dude, it's
everybody's
sad,
gonna pull
man.
something.
Yeah.
Like,
Everybody's gonna pull something.
What happens just like bare fist?
Well, I mean, like,
Yeah, there's no gentleman
Maybe,
fights anymore.
no, and it's like I remember, like, and just because you fought, dude, didn't mean like you hated each other, guy.
No.
You're just like, hey, you're like that respect level is not really there. Like, you know what? Even if the person that lost is like, hey, man, like, I
Just putting
respect.
somebody in check.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, there's no putting in check. There's just shooting.
What'd she say? Where you going?
I don't know what she's doing, but
Anyways,
think
y'all
we-
about ready?
yeah, I think we've been on here for quite a while.
Yeah.
So you guys, once again, subscribe to all the socials, Talking Circles podcast. Give us some of your thoughts on some of the things we talked about today in the comments.
Yeah.
For sure.
Especially that last one about the school rivalries and stuff like that. I want to hear some of the stories so we can kind of recap on that. 'Cause like I
Without a
said,
doubt.
and all the people that know me or I know, they're from Memphis and Wellington. I guarantee you there's going to be some stories that pop up that I wasn't there for. Like, I only went one time and I stayed in the car. I'm like,
This shit's crazy.
I
Y'all
saw-
trying to go to jail. I ain't trying to go to jail.
I saw a guy
Not
get
ready
out.
for that
They're
yet.
trying to catch a case young. I'm not
Yeah.
trying to do that.
I saw a guy get out with a chain and I was like,
I'm good.
I'm going to sit right here. So
I'm that person. You bring out a chain, I bring out a 45. Okay,
Yeah,
like
absolutely.
you don't want to fight fair. I'm really not gonna fight fair.
Yeah. So,
Like no, I'm not like that, dude.
yeah.
Nope.
What I've been telling you about, if you ever get in a fight, you just gotta act crazier.
Yeah.
Well,
You
Kevin
gotta act
Hart's
like
the
you have
best.
a
He's like,
problem.
dude,
You
he's
get
like,
naked.
have you seen this? We'll say this is a little rapid, but it's like Kevin Hart just talking about how he had his mom and that woman that Asian dude took his parking spot,
Oh yeah.
and he's like, I get out of the car, I'm gonna confront the guy. The guy gets out and he starts slapping his knees, and he's like, okay, then man, you're good. Like you can have the spot. And his mom, like my mom's over there, like, nah, Kevin, don't. Mom, get your ass back in the car. That guy just jumped up and slapped his knees. I don't know none of that shit like that.
Yeah.
Like you get your we'll park out there.
Yeah.
We're not
Yeah.
parking here.
Yeah.
Like you can just tell, man. Like you get it crazy.
Yeah.
Like you start. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna start like just stretching. Like I know some taekwondo and shit,
Yeah.
dude. And, like, you really want some of this?
Yeah. Come
Hey.
get it.
Win, lose, or draw, gotta catch them all.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Well, guys, thanks again for tuning in. We'll see you guys next week. And like I said, subscribe to everything: YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram. And leave us some comments. Shoot us some topics, stuff you want us to cover, some guests, things
Sure.
like that. And
And if you want us to dive into more like the conspiracy stuff, like
yeah.
we all kind of like
yeah,
that.
yeah.
So it's
if,
like,
if there's not a conspiracy that we've
Yeah.
covered that you guys have heard about, please inform us because I'm
Yeah.
all about the conspiracy.
yeah, for sure.
conspiracies.
I love it. I go down a rabbit hole.
Oh, Bud will. You get Bud at like 2:00 in the morning, about 12-pack deep.
Sending them.
He's
them.
he's
They'll be
just,
in y'all DM.
yeah.
Yeah.
All righty,
Hear about
y'all. Y'all have a good week. We'll catch y'all later.
See ya.
See ya.